Good afternoon, everybody. It is Wednesday. It's 12 o'clock. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we are on Twitter Live. My name is Gabe Gonzales, and I am your ACE Family Engagement Specialist. And with me, as always, is Miss Barbara Pace, our Family Support Counselor. Miss Barbara, how are you today?
I am doing fabulously. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Well, I know that if you've tuned in and you've seen any of our advertisements, we have a very special guest, our new athletic director, and we want to make sure we give him plenty of time. So let's get our business out of the way. First of all, just a reminder again of our Coyote Pact to please help keep yourself and everyone safe by making sure that you are washing your hands. Make sure you're using hand sanitizer, soap and water really, really well. Make sure you're wearing your face coverings. It's really important when, especially at school, that we have our proper face coverings and things like that. Make sure that you keep your distance, that whole 6 feet between each other. We're still making sure that we're maintaining that 6 feet. Check yourself. If you're not feeling well, check your temperature, make a doctor appointment, and most of all, stay home. If you're not feeling well, again, get your rest. Make sure that it is nothing too serious because we don't want to share our germs here with each other and keep each other safe. So please remember all those things and we can be healthy and, just keep each other safe.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you very much. We've got a couple of notifications, though. As y'all know, this weekend is Easter weekend and Friday is Good Friday, so we will not be having school this Friday, parents. Remember, take the day off, enjoy the 3-day weekend. I know I am. We also have Go Blue next week, Go Blue Week next week, so there's going to be a lot of things going on campus. Check all the social medias, check your emails, things like that, and to see whatever updates we got. And I'm pretty excited about this Easter weekend. It's probably one of my favorite holidays, actually. We get together and we have a lot of fun.
Awesome. Yep. And Gabe, the Go Blue Week, that is in recognition of child abuse prevention. And so April is all about child awareness prevention. The whole month is highlighted for that. So I know that Blue Ribbon Week is actually celebrated around the whole entire state. And so this is the first year that our school district is participating in it, but I'm really excited. Every day, I know Mrs. Leal posted the flyer on Schoology, so please check that out. We'd love to have as many parents and students and teachers participating as possible. Monday is about strike out child abuse. So Monday, wear a baseball shirt or jersey to help strike out child abuse. But for the rest of the themes, you're going to have to check out Schoology.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I am very excited to this because I am a big, huge football fan and sports fan in general. And I'm excited to introduce Mr. Wade Miller, the new UCISD athletic director and varsity head football coach. Coach Miller, welcome to the show. How are you today?
Thank you very much. I'm doing really well, and I really appreciate you guys having me. I've been looking forward to this all week.
Awesome. Well, why don't you start tell us a little about yourself, so we let the parents know about something about you.
I was born and raised. I'm from Luling, Texas, which is just south of Boston. I've been coaching 26 years now. I'm married. My wife's from Castroville. We have a freshman daughter. My wife will be teaching here at the district next year, and my daughter will be here. Super excited about this. We've kind of moved around over the state for an opportunity like this, and we're really excited about it.
Awesome. Well, we got a few questions for you. I'm just get excited because I get excited about the athletics and stuff. So I get pumped up for football or golf, whatever it is. But tell us a little bit about what's your vision for UCISD athletics and where do you want to see it go?
I think as an athletic director, you want to see the athletic program, be as complete as possible. I want to see kids playing multiple sports. I want to see them, to me, the most important thing in athletics is that when these guys get through with us, that they've learned that hard work pays off and you're not always going to win. But if you bounce back, you have the opportunity the next week. And my vision is to have an athletic program where we have multiple kids competing, where we have big numbers, where we're very competitive. But then when our kids get out, I want them to be good citizens in this community. I mean, I think that's the ultimate goal for any athletic program.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
That is fabulous. So what actually drew you to Uvalde?
Well, first of all, as a coach, and I'm just going to kind of go as what you want as a coach. And I've been doing this a long time, and to have the opportunity to come to a one school town that's a large school and that has a tradition, there's not very many football jobs you take that has a state title behind it. And then on top of that, it's just a beautiful community with super nice people, and to be able to be close to family and to come in here and to bring my daughter to such a good school district, and, to finish my career here is kind of a no-brainer. It's kind of the job that I've wanted to get my entire career, and I'm, blessed to have this opportunity.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I grew up here in Uvalde, so I have a big heart for it too. I went to school here, graduated here, and played sports and all that stuff. And we have a pretty rich tradition here as far as sports wise. We got state titles not only in football, but we also have it in baseball. I think we have cross country as well too, and we've had numerous state participants that have participated. So it'd be good to get that back to where it used to be. That's awesome. But
yeah,
so
that's the goal. That's the goal, to get back to that level. And it's not going to be easy, but if it's been done once before, there's no reason it can't be done again.
Absolutely. Just hard work and putting in the time. That's what it is. That's all it takes. Yep. But so this show is we get to talk to parents and get to them. So one of the questions that I had was, what should parents expect from you and your staff regarding their student athletes?
Well, number one is I want it to be a family atmosphere. I'm going to coach your kids hard, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell them that I love them. And I don't know I know some of you probably researched and looked at my Facebook page and stuff, but my kids tell me when I left that how much they love me and how much they appreciate it. And I'm gonna treat children the way I want mine to be treated. And sometimes I'm hard on mine when I want her to do things the right way, but she understands the reason why. And we hope that your kids do too. We want to put our kids in. We want to teach them that hard work is going to put them into the best position possible, not just in athletics, but as they move on from athletics, because athletics is not going to last forever for us. I'm going to do a good job of making sure that I get with my staff, and I'll have a few new guys come in, and we've got the staff here, and it's a good coaching staff here. I just want to make sure that things are done by my philosophy and done the way that I want them done. And it's really simple. It's nothing hard. It's nothing confusion. Just coach them hard and then love on them when you're done. That's kind of my main deal. And kids respect that. I tell them all the time, don't get mad at me when I get on you, but mad at me when I quit getting on you, because that means I'm not doing my job. So they'll figure it out. I've already had a pretty good I've gotten to meet the 6th graders, 7th graders, 8th graders, and then all the high school kids so far. So once I get to really know them, I think it'll pick up pretty quick. And that's just kind of what you can expect from me and my staff. We're gonna work hard, and they're gonna work hard. But at the end of the day, we want to treat them like they're our own.
Awesome. So keeping in mind with, all of the, having the family atmosphere, then, it sounds like, you want the parents involved. And so what are some of your expectations of parents with regard to their student athlete, but also how can parents support their athletes as well as the coaches and the athletic department?
One thing, and I catch myself doing it when my daughter plays sports that I don't coach. Just be supportive of your kids and encourage them, and their coaches are going to get on them, and their coaches are going to teach them to do things, support them, and then another big thing with parents and the athletics department and things like that. Understand that we as coaches, we want what's not only best for our teams, but what's best for your children. And I've worked at schools to where it wasn't always the case where people would get upset with coaches and feel comfortable coming in and talking to us and things like that. Just understand that our door is always open. And I'm open to anything you want to do to help. I had parents with my younger kids wanted to bring them, food before games and stuff. And just get with me, and that's great. And if you have a problem with any of us, just come talk to me. A lot of times I feel like if parents and coaches will just sit down and talk to each other, a lot of issues can be avoided. And I don't want anybody to ever feel that they can't come talk to me or one of my coaches. But just more than anything, support them and tell them how good they did and love on them and things like that. And then at the end, if we have issues, come talk to me. And that's the biggest thing to me. As long as your kid feels like that their parent is enjoying watching them play and are supportive of them and their coaches, they're going to enjoy their athletic careers. I've lost kids because parents were constantly on them about not doing right and things like that. And just be supportive of your kids. And if you have issues with me or any of my coaches, or if you have any suggestion, I'm not saying there's going to be issues. If you have any suggestions, you think something might work better, or if you want to help out, with feeding them or things like that, just come talk to me. And I'm real easy to talk to.
Communication is key.
Absolutely. Yeah. But, I think, with parents too, I think sometimes parents will get in our own way sometimes, but I think I do too. I try to stay out of it.
At my daughter's softball games, and she tells me to go sit in the stands and leave her alone. So I know.
Yeah, I always tell my wife when my kids start playing, I'm gonna be like in the back corner, like with some binoculars on, and I don't want like nobody to talk to me or look at me. Just let me be and stay right there. And if I yell, don't judge me or nothing.
Oh yeah, my wife has told me to go away during my daughter's game more than once.
Yep, absolutely. So, moving on, are there any new sports you would like to see added to UCISD, or are there certain sports programs that you would like to see grow?
Well, with new sports, it's tough because, I've only been here a week and a half, and I know that we've talked about at other schools, and then you got to look at the financial, how much is it going to cost? What's it going to detract for other sports? I know there's certain junior high sports like baseball, softball, soccer at some other schools that eventually I think maybe, but I think that's down the road. You just got to see what you've got and where you are financially, and as the number of coaches and the support it would get. I think you kind of got to do some kind of survey to see how many kids you might have out there and things like that. And as far as certain sports program grow, obviously the football program, as the head football coach, I think there's some things that I can do that can really help that thing grow as it is. But then you want to see all your programs grow. I mean, you don't want to see any stagnant programs. You want to see your programs improve every year. I've been very impressed with the spring sports that I've been able to watch. Both soccer teams in the playoffs, both golf teams advancing to regional, baseball and softball are rocking and rolling. Coach Gonzales with his powerlifting guys. It's been some really good stuff. I was very impressed with the way the junior high kids competed at the track meet the other night. We had a bunch of kids out there. The numbers are kind of down, but that's a COVID thing. Once I think that passes, I think we'll have the numbers way back up. And once we get the numbers up and all the kids out there and the right kids in the right spots, and once I get to meet them, I think all the programs should grow pretty quickly too.
Well, it's interesting that you brought up COVID because, this year has just been a year like no other because of the restrictions, because a lot of parents chose to, keep their kids home and to not participate in things. Have you heard, are there any indications about next year with attendance at games and things like that? Because I know right now for a lot of home games, they're only allowed like 4 guests and, visitors are only allowed 2 guests. But I know that there's also now been, the CDC saying that 3 feet, not 6 feet. So, has there been any direction yet from like UIL that says that some of those things can hopefully change a little bit with restrictions?
There hasn't yet, but I know that the 3 feet thing just came out a couple of days ago. And I think, we're still at 50% capacity and social distancing. But I think now that that's out, I think that's a huge step in the right direction to getting back to normal. 3 feet, that's not very far. And I think once you get to 3 feet, unless we have some kind of outbreak, I'm hoping, I don't know this for sure, but I'm hoping that by next fall, we should be back to as close to normal as we can be. I'm sure we'll still have to wear masks and things like that, but 3 feet, that's over 50% capacity. So that's good stuff right there. And, they haven't put anything out official. Usually they do for the falls. That stuff will come out in May and June. So we're hoping that when that comes out, and, they're going to be overcautious. They're not going to be one of cause of an outbreak. So they're going to hold on to that thing as long as possible. Yeah. I still can't believe they let us play football in August last year, but I'm the minority.
Yeah.
So.
What about I know in past years they have a lot of like the summer clinics and stuff like that open, and I know there was a little bit, I think over spring break there were a few like summer camps that were held over at the high school for students for tennis and basketball. Has there been any discussion about the possibility of summer clinics or summer camps for this year?
Yeah, that's the plan. We plan on they're all here at school together, so we plan on I told my coaches I need a calendar of when they want to have their camps and stuff, and I plan on having strength and conditioning camp every day, and things like that. It'll be a little different. We'll sanitize and wear masks and things like that. But to me, last summer was different because we were quarantined, not supposed to leave the house, all that kind of good stuff.
Right.
But to me, if we're back here at school, as long as we follow the protocols we're following at school, I don't see any reason why we can't have camps and things like that.
Yeah, I think those camps are big, especially for the kids. The younger kids, you can kind of grow your programs and things like that, and get them stronger. Because I know when I was playing, and I mean, we worked out all summer long.
Well, and a good thing too is the UIL passed a ruling last year, a year before last, to where you get an hour a day of sports specific training, so we can actually not just lift and run. We can actually go start learning,
work on stuff
I want to teach them out on the field, and that's really good stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, because
it's good for the parents. It gets them out of the house for a couple hours too.
Oh, yeah. Where's them out?
Burn off some energy in the
Yeah, burn off some energy. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I mean, I want to go. I think last year was the first year that I haven't been to a Coyote football game in I don't know how many years. So I'll be excited to hopefully be back in the stands because I have a son who's 8 years old.
We're gonna fix that. We're gonna get you back out this year.
Yeah, I'm excited because I want to because my son loves football and he loves golf, and so those are my two favorite sports as well too. So I'm excited to get him out there and just to see because I remember when I was growing up.
Golfer too. Whenever you want to play, let me know.
Oh man, anytime, man. I can play all day.
I can play.
No, I'll take your money. It's all right. Don't worry about that. No, I love it. It's just if I could golf every day of my life, I'd be a lot happier. But
before I became an AD and I was just an assistant coach, my handicap got down pretty good. But now I play like 4 times a year. I'm so busy. I
play 4 times a year now, and I wish I could play every day. So I know the feeling very much. So, but yeah, well, Coach, thank you very much for coming out today and talking to us. That way, the parents can get to know you. We thought it was important for the parents to get to see your face and hear from you and kind of some of the things that you want to do. So we appreciate you very much for coming on. And if you got anything else you want to say out there to Coyote?
I just want to say thank you guys for having me. And anytime you want me, just let me know and I'll be here. And people, if you guys see me in town or something, come say hi to me. I'm going to have to learn everybody's name, and then they're going to take their face mask off, and I'm going to have to relearn it. So the more people I get to meet, the better. And I would love to meet as many people as possible. And just saying how excited I am, and I'm ready to get the excitement back in UCISD athletics. I think everybody is. So we're thrilled to be
here. For sure.
Fabulous.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, parents. I know next week I'm pretty excited too because we have Miss Grace Aguirre Garcia. She's the director of ACE and parenting as well. She's going to be joining us, and she's going to be talking about ACE, the parenting program, the NASA STEM program, the Smart Up Startup program. And thank you guys very much for watching and tuning in. Remember, if you haven't liked our Facebook page, to like it. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, Coyote Pride, go ahead and subscribe to that. And follow us on MJH Twitter and join us weekly on Wednesdays at noon. Thank you, parents, very much. And we hope to see you next week, Wednesday. Have a happy Easter, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Have a safe and happy weekend.